Hi, and welcome to your first triple threat workout on the Cardiogym. So triple threat means 3 rounds of targeted heart rate resistance training. Each 9-minute round is going to take your heart rate into a different target training zone. We use the Cardiogym and the upper body resistance to help elevate and lift that heart rate. Now for you to know the training zones to work in, you can either use a heart rate monitor or you can just judge by the way that you're feeling and from the guidance that I'm going to give you all the way throughout the workout. There's more information on target heart rates and training zones on our website, www.3THRRT.com, or you can also download the heart rate calculator on the app from Cardiogym. Alright guys, we're going to get ourselves set up and we're going to get ready for our first 9-minute round. I need you now to take a seat on your bike, place your feet into the pedals, and we're going to make sure we're set up for a great workout. Alright guys, let's get ourselves set up on the bike before we start our first 9-minute round. What I'm going to get you to do is to take a seat, place your feet into the pedals, and just try cycling a little bit. As you cycle, I want you to make sure when you extend your leg out fully that your heel is pressing down and you still have a slight bend in your knee. That way you still have all the power to drive from your legs and you're protecting your knees as you go. Alright, all we're going to do from here is grab the handles, select a light weight, and we're going to get going. Alright guys, so we're going to start our first round. Let's bring our hands into the pec fly. So we're pressing the heels down, the body's nice and tall and lifted, and our first round is just about getting us moving and getting us warmer. So we have 9 minutes in this round, and then we're going to get our first recovery. So the challenge now is at the end of 9 minutes, the heart rate's going to come up and have reached our first training zone. So we're going to use the upper body just to keep us moving and to help lift the heart rate even more. So you should have selected a light weight on your stack, and it's all about just keep pushing out the repetitions so that the heart rate can rise as we use both upper and lower body. Now you press down from your heels and let's get the legs moving. Alright, couple more seconds here and we're going to move on into our next exercise. Good, big squeeze through the chest as you bring the hands in. Alright, here comes our next one. Bring it in and we're going to take it into the tricep extension. So, elbows in line with your shoulders and elbows squeezed in. Wrists are nice and strong, palms facing away from you. Now I want you to lift the chest and keep your eyes straight out in the horizon ahead of you so your body is nice and tall as we do this. We've got a steady pace with the legs. We're keeping the feet moving as the body starts to get warmer. So just a minute here and we're going to move on. Good, you've got about 30 seconds still to go. Squeeze your elbows in. So it's going to be tempting to let them come out wide. Keep them in nice and tight so you focus in on the back of your arm and you hit the tricep. Good, chest is lifted and we're nearly there. 10 seconds to go. Legs are still moving. We should have a little bit of resistance on and we're ready to go. Alright, from here into the pullover. So this is a great one for opening up your shoulders. Palms face down, arms nice and long. Keep the chest lifted. You're going to brace in your belly to help protect you and help keep you strong and still as you cycle. Hands come out and open wide. Good, palms are facing down and your wrists are nice and strong. The movement leads from your shoulders. We're still getting the movement through the feet. So we're coming into our 3rd minute of our warm-up. So the legs should be moving. We've got some great movement going on in the upper body. How about we start to take this one up a gear? On the next minute, I'm going to get you to increase your resistance as we start to climb the heart rate. So you got 10 seconds just to enjoy it because we're going to get tougher. All right, stay in this nice and strong. Let's do just a couple more. All right, we're moving on. Reach down first of all. Add just a little bit on. Elbows come in, we're coming into the crunch. So drop down, pull back. Your hands are in front of your shoulders. Think about taking your elbows to touch your hips. You can tuck your chin a little bit, and you've got to keep the legs going even though we added that resistance on. You've got to keep them moving so the heart rate can start to come up as we use all the muscle groups in the body. So squeeze in and open up. 30 seconds to go here. Good. Squeeze down, open up. So the legs should feel a little bit heavier. We're getting that movement, getting a bit of warmth in the upper body and to the upper section of the rib cage. Squeeze in and open. All right, you've got 10 seconds left and we're going to move on into our chest press. Good, still going with the legs. All right, hands are in. Chest press here. Now this movement is a little bit easier for upper body to do and coordinate with the legs. So we're now going to start to pick up the pace with the feet. We didn't drop the resistance. It's still a little bit heavier. Let's push out with the chest. Palms face down. Elbows come wide and back. And let's start to lift. You should be feeling warmer now. Your heart rate is coming up. Good. All right. So try and keep the eyes ahead of you. Open wide and draw in. Wide and squeeze. 20 seconds left here. This is our first 5 minutes. We've got 4 minutes to go. This is where we want to start to push the heart rate up even more. So we're going back through our exercises, but we're going to add on. You ready for it? All right, let's take the challenge. Before we hit the fly, come forwards, add a little bit of resistance. Just one little touch will do. But we want to challenge ourselves. We want to keep the pace up with the legs. We want to get through this. Heels push down, open and draw in. Good. Palms are facing inwards this time. Body's still lifted, belly's still braced. Let's get the legs pushing. Let's get the heels down. Let's start to get a little bit of sweat on. So you should be feeling as if you're getting a little bit shorter of breath. You're getting towards your heart rate coming up. You shouldn't feel so easy to have a conversation right now. You shouldn't be able to sing a full song, but you shouldn't be gasping for air, not yet. We're only a couple of minutes in. This is where we start to rise the heart rate into the training zone. Good, so open wide. Upper body pressure is helping lift and elevate the heart rate. We're gonna train. All right, hands come back in, tricep extensions. Keep those legs powering. Keep moving. Good, elbows squeeze in. Wrist strong. Let's push the feet. Let's try and keep the reps up. And let's go for it. Right, this is minute number 6. Let's get through this. This is minute number 7, actually. Oh, time flies when you're having fun. So let's get to it. Heels push down. Keep the chest tall. Let's keep going. 20 seconds here, guys. You should be feeling that heart rate rise. It should be getting tougher by now. If it's not, be honest with yourself in the workout. You may need to add your resistance. All right, 10 seconds to go. All right, quickly. Add on one little bit more in the resistance. Hands come in. All right, the legs are feeling heavy, but we don't let them stop. We have just a little bit more to go, guys. Come on, time to push. Open up and draw it in. Heels are down. Chest is proud. We are in and we are strong. Stay with this. Now this is when your heart rate should be coming up towards the top of your first training zone. Getting tougher to breathe. You're having to push yourself to stay in the rhythm, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to push yourself now because we don't have long to go. Nice big open through the upper body. Controlled movement. Power in the legs. Triple threat. 3 rounds. This is round 1. All right, 10 seconds here. And then you have your final minute. We are there. We are close to the top of this one. Hold on. All right, elbows come in. Crunch down. Crunch down. Let's do this. 1 more minute here. If you feel you can, release. Give me one more little push on the resistance. Just one little press of the button. Keep the legs going. Keep the elbows squeezing in. Keep the chin tucked in. Keep breathing and keep going. We've got about 35 seconds left in the round, guys. This is it. This is the first of the 9-minute peak. Let's do it. Elbows squeeze in. Let's push the heels down. We are close, guys. Hold on. You've got 25 seconds left. Now is not the time to give in. Now is the time to push just a little bit more. Squeeze it nice and tight. Push your heels down. Pick up the pace in your legs and don't stop yet. Not till we get to the top. You have 10 seconds. Hold on. Here we go. Big push all the way up to the first peak. First training zone. And we are there. Whew. Release the handles and get ready. We're going to turn the bike. All right, guys, so we're now into round number 2 of triple threat training. So let's start off facing in towards the bike. Here's our first minute. So the focus in this minute is just to keep ourselves moving and start to lift that heart rate up. So round 1 was all about getting us warmer, getting us moving. We've switched the bike and now we're into our second round. So this is where we're going to put the big push in. So the first minute we take it easy, but after this we're really going to start to push. We're going to start to load the resistance. We're going to start to drive the speed, because this workout is all about working in those target heart rate zones. So nice and relaxed first of all. Palms facing up and elbows just squeezing in. We're just keeping the body moving and we're just getting the upper body going. All right, we're going to take it into our first switch of exercise. Feet still going and we're going to move on. All right, we have 8 minutes to go here. So into the high and low with the upper body. Palms facing down, chest lifted. Now I want you to start to pick up your pace a little bit on the bike. So you should be starting to feel your heart rate rise. We're going to come up into the training zone over the next 2 minutes. So let's start to push a little bit of pace. Upper body can still work with control, but by the end of this 9-minute round, I want you sweating and I want you out of breath as you hit that target heart rate. So, nice big moves here. Big range of motion. Remember, our goal now is to use the upper body to help to lift the heart rate. So it's not about the heavy weight, it's about continued motion to get us into that heart rate zone. All right, keep it going. We've got about 10 seconds here before we hit our next exercise. 5 seconds. All right, for me now, I want you to reach forward and I want you to add a little bit of resistance on. We're coming into the tricep pullback. Again, a little bit of pace with your feet. You want to start to be feeling a little bit breathless, a little bit warmer. Control the movement in the upper body, but keep those feet moving. So we squeeze back, we draw in. You want to feel a little pinch in the back of your arm, but remember your big thing here, don't stop. Don't stop at all. It's all about climbing that mountain, riding the rhythm, and keeping pushing till we get up into that training zone. We're about 2.5 minutes in, a 9-minute round. So you should be starting to get warm. The sweat should be starting to form. Let's keep that resistance up. Let's keep the legs moving. All right, 10 seconds before your next exercise. So push back, pull in, and stay strong. All right, again, I want you to add just a little tiny bit more. Feel the pressure in your legs as we take the work into the upper body. Seated row. So still pushing strong through your feet. We want to try and keep the pace up as the legs get heavier. Remember, upper body's moving just to support that lift in heart rate. Should be getting a little bit breathless, a little bit warmer as we go through. Whew. All right, this is why we call it triple threat. 3 rounds of targeted heart rate resistance training. So we're moving the weight, we're lifting under that resistance, but we're doing it with our heart rate high. So we got to get the legs going to power that workout to lift the heart rate. Should be starting to feel tough now. We still have 4 more minutes in our training. So squeeze in, pull back. All right, we're coming in, open out nice and wide into the fly. So palms face in, elbows slightly soft, and then open out nice and strong. Now this round, I want you to give a little push in your speed. Try and increase your resistance or increase your pace to get your heart rate up. You should by now be starting to feel a little bit breathless. So arms still moving. Upper body's helping you lift that heart rate. This means your legs can go for longer, your heart rate can stay elevated by using both the upper and the lower body. And what does that mean? That means results. That means the workout gets tough, but we can keep going. Remember, if you need to, I'd want you to keep your upper body going, but you take a little pace off the legs if you have to. You still have 5 minutes to go. Sorry, 4 minutes to go, because we are at the end of this round. All right, palms face down, palms face up into the bicep curl. Now, if you can, add just a little bit more. Feel the pressure under your feet. Feel your heart rate start to lift, and don't stop. By now, the sweat should be pouring. Your heart rate should be up there, and you should be working in that zone. This is what we call the triple threat. This is the one that gets tough, and this is the one that gets us stronger and develops our cardiovascular resistance, our training. What's going to keep us fit and healthy? What's going to help us live longer, stronger, happier lives. So keep the upper body moving, power down through the feet. Don't let the legs get heavy. Tell them to keep moving. We still have 2 more minutes to go. So stay with me, guys. All right, we're switching the exercise. Turn your palms down. Open out nice and wide. Open out. Legs are still pushing. Legs are still in. So your upper body helps you lift your heart rate. The weight on the upper body is light. The weight on the legs is heavy. Your pace is as hard as you can drive it. You should be reaching towards the top of the training zone by now. So big open. Good. All right. Stay strong. Stay lifted in the chest. Power down with your heels. Really start to feel this work. This is why it's tough, because we push ourselves to do it. So stay with me. 15 seconds here, and guess what? We're going up again. We don't stop. So nice big sweep in the upper body. Push with your heels. Hold on. Oh, do you know what that means? Next exercise, add some. Feel your legs get heavy. Let's hit the kick back. So push back, pull in. Push back, pull in. Feel it in the back of your arms. Feel your legs get heavy. Now don't let yourself slow. I want you to stay focused, and I want you to push yourself to the very peak. All right, big push. Squeeze back, squeeze back. 30 seconds left here. How you feeling? Heart rate up? Feeling the threat? So targeted heart rate, resistance, training. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it's going to be effective. So let's keep going, guys. Push those heels down. You have 10 seconds here. Hold on. Whew. We are nearly at the top. We are nearly there. All right, switch the exercise, seated row. Pull it in, elbows squeeze in, lengthen out. This is your final minute. If you can, add a little more for me, add a little pace, and keep going. Keep pulling in, keep driving. 44 seconds to reach the top, and then you get your break. So stay strong, stay in it, stay with me, and let's go. We've got 30 seconds left. Drive with your feet now. Don't give in. Pull the elbows back. Keep the upper body moving. Get the legs going. 20 seconds right now. Come on. Big push right to the top. All the way up this first mountain. We can do this. 1 round down. We've taken on the second round. 1 round to go. 10 seconds. Don't stop, guys. Don't stop. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's 1. Gently release your handles. Lower your resistance. Legs moving. Guess what? 30 seconds of recovery. Round 3. All right, guys, here comes round number 3. This is our final round in triple threat. And now you're going to place the kayak bar onto your cardio gym. So here we go. 9 minutes in again, lifting the heart rate up to the training zone. This time we're going to use the kayak bar. So we use the maximum amount of muscles. We drive, and we're going to target that heart rate all the way up to the highest point in our training zone for our final round today. Now your hands, they're just a little wider than your shoulder width. I want you to think about pushing forwards and then dipping down and pulling that bar back. So imagine you're sitting in that kayak, you're rowing your way through, dip the oar down, pull back. So body's going to stay nice and tall, nice and upright, and we're going to work with the upper body, the upper back, and the shoulders to get us moving. All right, 1 minute's in. A little rest in the kayak bar, a little push up in the resistance, and we're going to pick that pace back up. See how easy that was? Just to tack on a little bit more load for the legs, and then get back into the swing or the swim of our kayak. So, nice and focused, nice and strong. This is going to get heavy, and this is going to lift us to our final training zone. So, power with the arms, power with the legs, push down through your heels, pull your heels back towards you, and let's get this into a nice motion. All right, we are about 1.5 minutes in, which means we got about 7.5 to go. So ask yourself, could I be working harder right now? Do I need to add a little bit more to start to lift my heart rate? Could I push myself to add a little bit more? Here's your chance. Little release out, give it a big push, maybe 1 or 2 on your resistance. Let's get back in. So those legs got heavier, the pace still wants to pick up, and we're going to keep battling our way all the way to the top. So, big sweep, big pull back. Now your upper body is going to be getting tired. Good. It's good for us. It's all about getting everything moving, to keep challenging the heart rate, to get the body going, to keep the legs going, and to lift us into our training zone. All right, 20 seconds to go here. So how do you know you're in your training zone? You should be feeling out of breath. You should be feeling as if this is tough. You shouldn't be completely breathless yet, but you should be getting there. Imagine having a conversation with somebody right now. Could you have a full conversation? Could you sing a song? If you could, you're not working hard enough. So if you feel as if this is still too easy, I want you to reach in and add a little bit more. Be honest with your workout. All right, the going gets tough and we get tougher. Keep that body moving. Keep paddling nice and strong. So dip down, pull back. Whew. You want to know the good news? You are 2.5 minutes in. Ouch. All right, stay with me. Dip down, pull back. All right, big sweep. Drop down. All right, we still have more to go. We're only getting to the halfway point of this hill. So ask yourself, right now, could I do a little bit more? Add a little bit, and then get back into it, straight back over. Heels down, still keep the pace with the bike. Big challenges here. Swing it down, pull it back. Control, power, and determination gets us to the top of our final round. How are your legs feeling? Getting heavier? Push through it now. All right, so kiss goodbye to the halfway point. We have 4.5 minutes to go. Big sweep down, pull back. All right. You have got 4 minutes ahead of you to finish this huge workout. What can you do? What do you need to do? If you need it, add a little bit. If you need it, you can drop a little bit. But what we've got to keep going, we've got to keep moving, we've got to get to the top. There's no way back, there's no way out. You've got to get through it. But I want you to think, you've done 2 rounds so far. Now is not the time to give in. Now is the time to grit the teeth, take the challenge straight on, and power through. Big push, pull back, down, and kayak. All right, your heels are still striking down. We still have a bit of pace on. Your heart rate should be in that training zone. Remember, if it's getting too much, you need to pull back. We got to stay in the training zone, not leave the training zone. So if you want a little pullback to keep you in it, you can do so. Otherwise, you've got to keep plowing on. 3 minutes to go. All right, big stroke, pull back. So the upper body should be feeling warm. This is the beauty of the cardio gym. You are working your shoulders, your legs. You are training your heart rate. You are getting fitter, stronger, leaner, more flexible, and you can do this all in 30 minutes. Who can say they don't have time to exercise now? Come on, guys. This is it. 30 minutes makes the difference. So big sweep, big pull back. All right, now I'm going to push you because you are coming into your final 2-minute round. 2 minutes to make the difference. Be honest with yourself. What can you do in the next 2 minutes? Are you right at the top of your training zone? Take your chance. Reach in, add a little bit more, and then add some more again. Let's do it. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to finish this. Your legs should feel heavy. Your heart should be pounding. Your body is getting out of breath. If the sweat's pouring, good. Keep plowing away. We are not done. We are not going to be beaten. Not when we have 1.5 minutes to go. Here we go. Stay strong. Big pull, big reach. 1:20. Stay with me. Try and push your legs just that little bit more. Try and keep that upper body powering through. Oh. All right. Big breath. Grit your teeth and hit it because you have just entered your very last minute. Let's go. All or nothing time. All the way up to the peak. Legs moving. Arms pounding. Lungs heaving. Don't give up. Hold on. You have got 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds to do this. You have done almost 30 minutes now. Don't leave me yet. Come on, guys. Push, push. Heels down. Strong sweep. 30 seconds. Come on. Dig deep. Pull back. We are going to make it all the way in. All the way to the top. 20 seconds. Go. Come on. Big breath. Grit those teeth. Power those legs. Pull those arms. 10. This is it. This is the end round. This is for the victory. Hold on. 4, 2, and release. Release your kayak bar. Let it come to one side. And pedal.
Okay.
All right, guys, here's the best bit. Here's the cool down, or as I like to call it, the victory ride. All I want you to do is to keep your legs moving. Don't worry about the upper body. Let it relax. And we're just going to let the heart rate come back down in towards the lower part of our training zone. So well done. That was 3 9-minute rounds of heart rate and resistance training. Well done. So just letting the legs relax, still keeping them moving to keep the blood flowing and to let our heart rate come back down naturally. All right, we can start to let the legs slow just a little bit more. And just where you are, give me a nice big roll with your shoulders. So the upper body's been working hard today. Not heavy training on the weight, but keeping moving to help us lift and elevate and sustain that heart rate in the training zones. So let's give it a little ease out. Bring your legs now down to a stop and just find a comfortable place. Let's open out through the chest. So turn your thumbs back, lift the chest up and open, and sweep back to feel the stretch across the front of the body. Whew. Taking the hands onto your lower back, think about just squeezing the elbows back, lifting the center of the chest up, just looking up towards the corner of the room, and just feeling that stretch all the way across the front section here. All right, releasing. Take your hands in front. Interlock the fingers and then draw your chin in towards your chest. Push your elbows away, push your backs of the hands away, and then tuck your chin in so that we round and release through the upper back. All right, from here, turn the palms, push them, come up, and then let's place one hand down between the shoulder blades. So I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Place the hand down, keep your chin lifted away from the chest, and then the top hand can apply just a little bit of pressure. And this is just going to release down the back of the arm into the triceps. All right, beautiful. Lift up, and then we switch sides. So hand down between the shoulder blades, chin stays lifted, a little pressure on top. All right, just release. Give everything a little roll, and then I'm going to get you to unclip from your bike, and then gently bring yourself off. All right, take one leg and take a nice big step out for me, stepping the back heel long. I'm going to get you to lift your body, bring your hips forwards, and then drop the back knee down towards the floor. I want you to feel this right in the front of your hip flexor. Keep the chest lifted, and if you're not feeling it yet, try dropping down a little bit lower, and that should release in front. All right, from here, lift the body. Now push your back heel towards the floor and lean in slightly, drawing the belly in nice and tight. So we're stretching out through the calf. We're lengthening that back leg, dropping the heel down towards the ground. Good. All right, one more here. Lift up. Take your back leg and step in a little. Now you're going to sit your hips back. Weight comes onto that back leg, and we're stretching the back of the thigh on your front leg or your hamstrings. So you push your hips back, chest can come forwards till you feel that length down the back of your front leg. All right, good. From there, come on up, and we'll switch sides. So other leg steps back nice and long. First thing is the back heel lifted, hips forwards, chest up, sink down, driving the back knee towards the floor and feeling the front of the hip or the hip flexor. So if you work nice and hard today, you might have a little bit of sweat just coming off the tip of your nose. All right, lift up nice and tall. Back heel pushes down, shift the body slightly forwards, belly locks in as we press the back heel down and we lengthen through the calf muscles. All right, last one. Step your back leg in just a little. Now you're going to sit your hips back and down, taking your weight onto your bent leg. Bring your chest forwards and sit your hips back till you can feel that release down the back of your leg into your hamstrings. All right, from here, gently bring yourself up, and then all we're going to do is take one nice big sweep, lift all the way up, push the palms up nice and tall, and then open out nice and wide, bring it in, and bring it together. Well done, guys. You just finished your triple threat workout on the Cardiogym.